How's it going, guys? I am happy to report we are 2 for 2 in Ursa Pocket Weekly Top Cuts. I made the top cut yet again with ARCEUS GRENINJA, and I'm not sure how bad I clickbaited you guys. I might have said something about how I hate this deck, because I do. I did not enjoy playing this deck at all. I was just happy to make top cut. We got in at 64th seed. That is the last spot available. So, and we finished top 32. Spoilers, whatever, doesn't matter. You're not seeing the whole thing anyways here. We're just going to go over some... I'm going to let you guys watch some live games from the tournament run, because we streamed the whole thing. So if you have any interest in watching the entire video or the entire VOD, it's up on my channel. You can go check it out. So why do I hate this deck? This is a list that I just grabbed, and there are some issues I have with it. I have not yet played ARCEUS GRENINJA in tournament play. I've only entered 2 Ursa tournaments, and that is it. And there are some problems. We faced a lot of ARCEUS Dialga. It's the most common matchup. And the way to win that matchup is you need to get a Greninja setup. You need to get an ARCEUS setup with a cape on it. Otherwise, your ARCEUS is going to get knocked out by their ARCEUS. They can set theirs up way faster with Dialga, Metallic Turbo, blah, blah, blah. Basically, if you don't have an ARCEUS with a cape on it, you pretty much lose, or you're hoping your opponent misses one of their 2 Giovannis. Doesn't usually happen. So, I was just not a fan. The only way I would play this going forward, I would love to try this deck with maybe -1 Heatran or -1 Communication for that second Giant Cape, or maybe a Giovanni. Something to help that matchup out a little bit. And if the deck just doesn't function with those changes, then I would never want to touch this deck again. Doesn't really matter. The format's about to change, but maybe this deck comes up in the next format once we have some of the new cards. Maybe it gets better with Iono. I don't know. But I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. Yeah, I did not enjoy my time playing this deck. I would not go out and recommend it for tournament player after what I went through, to be honest. Every single ARCEUS Dialga match felt like a ridiculous sweat. It was just, if I didn't find my Giant Cape, it was over. We had some very, very bad low roll moments, low variance that knocked us out of the tournament. That was a disaster. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to let you guys enjoy some of the live commentary on this. You'll get to see how the deck functions and where some of my problems with it come from. But the games I have some really cool plays. So if you guys are enjoying the tournament content, more focused on that, let me know. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, because we're just going to keep doing it. And I'm going to keep proving that I'm the best pocket YouTuber who enters tournaments. Yeah, I think I said that right. Take care, guys. Enjoy the games. All right, now we got to somehow come back from 2-0, and we're going first this time. Okay, we start the Dread again, at least. They start the Dread again as well. Man, that sucks, dude. Because my opponent going into Dread again that early, like, in my opinion, wasn't the correct play. Because I could have just been threatening, like, ARCEUS return KO with what they had. Like, that should have been a fine game, but, I mean, I guess, like, if my opponent knew he had Cyrus on the Frogadier, then things would have been fine. Yeah, you wanted that to be a Brokey really bad. I thought about holding it, too. I thought about holding it just to get one more top deck in, which I think I should have. At least now I'm Sabrina proofed. So that's something. The Dread again. Second Pokeball. It's a 50-50 to find the dude. I think I just go for it. Yay! Okay, better start this time. We got the full Greninja line plus the Cyrus in hand. Ready to go. It's just about getting Druddigan out of the active spot. My opponent's getting off to a good start, too. Yep. I mean, we're not getting knocked out this turn. So, if my opponent wants to take the early knockout here on Druddigan, like, I have everything to respond to it with. I I don't want to let Druddigan go down to Ticks, though. Dude, the one leaf in this deck, like, I don't love it. I mean, I guess you don't see a lot of Darkrai anyways. But if you're playing against another Arceus Dialga, you're kind of stuck there with Druddigan for a while. Oh my gosh, dude. Opponent's just got the whole world. Rocky Helmet on Magneton is interesting. Interesting for sure. It's Heatran, okay. So I know no matter what, we're going to get the knockout on Magnezone if I want to do Ping plus Cyrus. The only thing I'm worried about is like the Giant Cape. Gosh, my eye. So I think I'm just going to start softening up the Darkrai with the most energy on it, and that's fine. Okay. I think what this is going to be about from here is knocking out something and then sending up my bench so I can't be Sabrina'd for a game, because I think I'm just going to have to let this Druddigan go down, then promote... Well, I could promote Greninja, because he only has one retreat. I don't know. It's going to be about, like, can I find the leaf? I guess. Can I find leaf? Have we played one research this whole set yet? Nope. All right. No researches yet. They don't exist. Did I put them in? Are they in my deck? Do I care about Druddigan going down here? I mean, he could come up with Magnezone and take a knockout that way. How do I lose from there? He doesn't have a way to do enough damage. I can just Cyrus around the Rocky Helmet. No, because if he goes Ping and then send up Magnezone, he knocks out Greninja anyways. So I guess I just attach to this Druddigan. And what do we want to work on? 120. There's no potion. He could go back up to 140 with this, but that's still just a Ping plus a Cyrus away. Yeah, so let's switch up the damage. Seems fine. Druddigan is going to go down. We're going to send up our own Druddigan. And then we'll just be able to fill the bench and Cyrus take a knockout on one of these Darkrai's. Yeah, there's no Giovanni or anything I got to worry about. Alright, here's Druddigan. My opponent could go Leaf plus retreat into Magnezone, and that's fine. At that point, is it just fine to take out Magnezone? I take 20 damage, but, like, no Darkrai can knock me out, and then I'm not trying to... Yeah, that's probably better. Because... Okay, just a pass. Okay. So, is there a way I... Like, how do I lose this game? Who matters here more? I don't think either of them matter more. Maybe Heatran, because I can just send him up, and he can go down. So, we'll place the Heatran. We'll go Druddigan. If I knock this out, I'll go down to 140. My opponent is able to do 130 in a turn. That's it. There's no Giovanni's, and then I can just Cyrus up the Darkrai for game. So I just go Giant Cape here. I take out the the Druddigan, and then I Cyrus up something else and I win. And that should be just checkmate. Just really trying to make sure I'm not missing something. Magnezone does 110. 110 plus Darkrai is 130. I will have 140. I'm good. So we'll just put a Ping there. Doesn't matter. And attack, go down to 140. And then ignore the Magnezone. Yeah, we're fine. Please don't tell me I'm missing something. It's the problem with being on camera. You wonder if you're stupid. You can do 130. Yeah, it's fine. So this is how I want this matchup to go. Is it's like I am in a better position sitting in the back than my opponent is. Because I can like choose where my damage goes. And then Cyrus something up after. It just works out better for me. And there's no like cape or anything that can stop this from happening. I just go Cyrus and it's GG's. Going down to 120. So one thing I was trying to avoid there was if I had Cyrus'd up the Darkrai and taken that prize, my opponent would have been able to come... Alright, my cat's on the desk. Now's not a good time. I don't want to be like look like I'm DMing. Just Cyrus for game. Come here, cat. If I had just attacked... If I had done that last turn, Cyrus the Darkrai guaranteed my 2, my opponent would have been able to go swing with Magnezone. Now my Arceus is in this position where it's at 10 HP. And if I don't have another Cyrus, I can't attack in the Magnezone without tying, and then I lose. If you tie in this, it's a game loss for both people. So I would lose the set. So I had to swing into a 1-prizer first. Because I didn't have a second Cyrus guaranteed. Going second again. You love to see it. Heatran start. Oh my gosh. He doesn't get to know. He's not playing Mars, no red card, no Sabrina, but he doesn't get to know. There's no reason to hold the Arceus. We're completely safe. Just a draw pass. Okay. I mean, what else is there to do but attach Arceus? Pass. We'll hold the Dread again. We'll decide. I mean, we saw last turn how not retreating into Dread again sort of put me in a weird spot. We were still able to win the game from there. But, you know, it's like, dude, I have a couple more turns to think about it. Now, not having Greninja here is bad. Not having Greninja here is very not good. Or, sorry, Froakie. I'm sorry I ever spoke bad about you, man. I apologize. So I don't care about Dialga taking the damage. Like, I don't really care that much. But I do need more time. See, what I get worried about is my opponent will... If I go into Dread again without a Leaf, I'm basically giving my opponent 2 free turns in which they could set up double Arceus, and then, you know, like, things start to suck if I just go into Dread again. Now, this turn, I don't think I need to. I don't care about the Heatran getting damaged. Again, I know my opponent doesn't play Sabrina, so no matter what, I'm going to force him to go through 2 1-prizers beforehand, just try to give myself as much time as possible. So, we'll let him Metallic Turbo into Heatran again. It seemed to work out fine last game. My opponent is drawing more of his deck this game, though. There's 1 research. He's used a Pokeball. So the odds of him having that giant cape thing I was afraid of is more relevant for sure. And I think, given my opponent's hand size, I might just have to retreat into Dread again and hope we can find our giant cape at some point to smooth things over. If I see giant cape, I'm feeling, like, fantastic, but I don't. So, evolve into Frogadier. It's a given. I don't have a way to... I mean, what, if my opponent goes Metallic Turbo again? Am I really that afraid? Next turn, I'll be able to go Greninja Ping onto Arceus. And it just becomes a problem if I don't have my Giant Cape. And I feel like my opponent only goes for the Leaf play into Arceus again if I don't have... If I'm not promoting Dread again. Let's put him on the bench. Attach the Arceus. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna try something different this time. Don't expect my opponent to have the same play this game, but I also don't have the entry damage onto Arceus, and a Giant Cape would just make my life horrible. It's just I need the Giant Cape on my Arceus because I'm so prone to just getting knocked out by Giovanni. Now, I guess if I... No, because I wouldn't have been able to retreat. Never mind. Scratch anything you thought I was going to say. Just forget about it. If I find my Giant Cape, I'm just good. I have double Cyrus. I can pick off whatever I want. I can't get return knocked out. Like, I can avoid Rocky Helmets, is what I'm trying to say. But if and only if I find my Giant Cape. And we're in just top deck mode because I've used all my thinning cards. I haven't used any. See, there's the Giant Cape. Yeah. There it is. I haven't used any Pokeballs, which is like whatever. It would help me get closer to my Giant Cape. But it's not looking likely that I find it. And at this, like, I can't send up Arceus. I just can't. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? My opponent can knock out Druddigan this turn. Sadly, I didn't get any fire energy. Because what I could have done is start pinging Dialga. And then Heatran could be swinging this turn. But, you know, Heatran doesn't care about me at all. We're apparently not friends. So where do I want this damage? I think I gotta just use it on Arceus. And an attachment to Greninja. Yeah. There's the Shaman critter. I don't like that. I do not like that. Dude, I still just want Giant Cape. I still want Giant Cape bad. Alright, so what if we promote Greninja? Dude, do I just put it on Finding Giant Cape? Because, like, how else do I win? I go into Druddigan. How else do I win? I'd have to dodge double Giovanni. Like, if I attacked this turn, I'd have to dodge one of the Giovannis and another bench Pokemon. Which is, like, possible, but it's not great odds. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Because that Mew's still going to be able to knock me out. And I'm out of time. Oh, I'm out of time to do anything. I took too long. Ah, I'm out of time, man. Dang it. Oh, we got to find Giant Cape now. Potion onto Arceus. There were a couple plays I was thinking about there, but I just wasn't paying attention to time. Alright, we put up Arceus. Cape one time. Oh, man. So that's GG's. So basically, that's GG's. So what I'm thinking is that's kind of the game. We could force a tie. My opponent could force a tie, sure. But if he ties, we both get a game loss, and I end up winning. Yep. He could go Rocky Helmet onto Mew, Rocky Helmet onto Shaman. He don't got. Jeez, man. I can't wait to look at chat. All I'll say. What the? Dude, are you not even gonna give me a water energy to, like, give me hope that I can attack with the Greninja that you're clearly trying to get me to go with? Alright, here's Druddigan. I got no problem benching Druddigan. My opponent starting Marshadow is very, very good for us. I'm glad to see that over Riolu or Sudowoodo. Like, this is just good. Just good. Okay. I don't think I see a problem with going second Froakie. Do I? I mean, if they use Sabrina, I'm setting up Druddigon, and then we're just going to play it slow. What would second Froakie do for me? It's not like he's going to be a Sabrina target. I think I'm fine with him. I almost didn't Water Drip. I almost just passed turn without doing my 30 damage. Totally forgot I do that. Okay, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So if I do 80 damage to him, if I do 80, he'll do 50 to himself, go down to 20 left. I mean, I kind of have to. I can't knock out this Marshadow and then, like, let a full HP Rampardos exist. I have to do this. This guy's going to be a very, very big problem. So he'll go down to... So he had 90. He gains plus 60. So he'll go down to 20 HP. Now, sadly, I don't have a way to get the KO on this. If he evolves into Rampardos, of course. He's going to need to find the Rampardos. There's the Rampardos. Where's Marshadow? Knocked out by damage from an attack. Okay. So, like, I could go promote Froakie and try to do that, but I think I would rather this Rampardos just sort of eliminated himself. And we try to figure out something after that. Pokecom and Cyrus. Honestly, man, this is really tough. This is really, really tough. I think I have to put back the Greninja, even though I don't want to. I need another bench Pokemon. Now, sadly, I can't attack with Heatran still. Okay, this is good. This is good. I've used one Cyrus. My opponent's played nothing besides Pokemon. I'm sorry, I was trying to check for something. Did I play Leaf? I've not played Leaf yet. Okay, Pokecom. Mario 64 music, you like this? Little Dire Dire Docs for you? So, what we're gonna do... I won't say anything. I'll keep it a secret. Shh, it's a secret. It's a secret. Secret strat. I wonder if my opponent even takes the knockout. Sabrina? Okay, yeah. I didn't want that right now. Seven cards left in deck. What are the odds I find second Greninja? Not high. I think we let Froakie go down. Good. So Marshadow now does not get the bonus damage. I don't think. Let me see. Was knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn. Dude, does Marshadow get the buff? He shouldn't, right? It doesn't? Okay, thank you, chat. Dude, should be fine. I think we're just good. What could he go? He could go 40 here. Bench a Riolu. Lucario, Cyrus. No, he just used Sabrina. He only has one Sabrina. I think we're just good. I think we are just good. Holy, 279 people in the chat to Mungo. Hey, thanks, guys. Like the video, like the stream. I'm about to Cyrus up this Marshadow and knock it out. And then my opponent has nothing else he can do. Gimme. Yum. Did you sack Froakie over Heatran for Heatran's free retreat? Exactly what I did. I'm never going to get into a second Greninja this game. It's also not going to be relevant. All I needed to do to win this game was attach to Arceus and make sure my opponent couldn't knock out something with either Cyrus or trapping it in the active spot. Bench a Drud, bench a Froakie, and we chill. I don't think his deck wins against yours unless you brick hard. Yeah, it's kind of how it goes. I mean, I do need to find my Greninja and all of that, so there's quite a bit I need for things to go all right. Well, that's good. I did not have him. He was nowhere to be seen. We'll pass. Second Druddigan is interesting. We're just going to put the Giant Cape on the Arceus. And we're going to retreat Heatran into Druddigan. Yeah, well, maybe I should... No, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Second Arceus. And attached to that Arceus. Okay. Just go there. We sort of aren't doing much, man. We've only played the Pokeball. We're kind of... We don't really have a lot going on at the moment. We're sort of giving my opponent that condition I was talking about where they just need, like, double Arceus setup. There's not really much I can do about what's happening at the moment. Okay, there's a research. That's decent, for sure. Frogadier and Leaf. Cool. So we're going to put the energy on Druddigan. Just threaten the retreat next turn. My hand is pretty big, though. Like, I would expect a Mars to happen. I got 5 cards in my hand, man. It's pretty bulky at this point. Ooh, here come the capes. Oh, research. Double cape. Okay. Okay. Hi, guys. You're hearing the voice of Tilly because I don't talk for the next, I don't know, 5 minutes. And I got to fill this space in. The reason why I'm not talking is because this is top cut. This is top 64. I got something to say? Nope, I got nothing to say. This is top 64. On the off chance that my opponent is watching the stream, I don't want to tip him off to what I'm hoping for and what I'm planning. And that's also why you see that my energy and my hand is cut off, just to really make sure that no one can come into the stream and get any idea of what I'm trying to do. And at this point in the game, so this matchup, this is against an Arceus Darkrai deck with Druddigan. Now, the way that I lose this matchup is if my opponent is able to set up double Arceus, fully powered up, and have a Darkrai on the bench, because there's nothing I can really do. They're going to be able to one-shot my Arceus in return with a Giovanni every single time. They have a very massive hand, so I'm assuming they have a Giovanni in their hand. So I don't really have a way to win by going through both Arceus. Now, what I'm hoping for here is that my opponent will bench their Shaman, because I have a Cyrus in my hand right now, and that seems to be the best route to victory for me, is get them to bench that Shaman. I can ping it with Greninja, Cyrus it up, and then I can try to figure out a knockout with the Arceus on the bench. I don't currently have the second Cyrus in my hand, so this is already like a really Hail Mary play, but we're already up a game, and I don't see a reason why I shouldn't just, you know, let my opponent do whatever. Just try to play out the game, play to my outs. Maybe it ends up winning me the game, but maybe it doesn't. So we're sitting here and we're just kind of waiting to see if my opponent is going to bench that Shaman, because otherwise I'm not really going to have a lot that I can do. All right, so skipping ahead here, and now we're in a very interesting spot. And I want to explain this play because it might not make a lot of sense to people. So now that the Arceus has 120 damage on it, and I have my Greninja ping for turn, I also have a fire and a water energy pending. I am now in a spot where, okay, I don't need to rely on my opponent benching that Shaman, like I was discussing earlier, to get the win. I can go Greninja ping onto Arceus and leave this Druddigan out of here so that he either knocks out the Heatran or maybe just leaves it in the active spot, whatever. But on the following turn, I can use that Cyrus I've been holding for so long on that benched Arceus. My opponent is playing no potions in his list, so even if he benches the basic Shaman, I'm still going to be able to pull off this knockout with Druddigan. And that's why I also kept continually pinging on the one on the bench, because I was trying to bait my opponent into benching that little Shaman. I just thought if I kept doing enough damage, he would see that that Arceus is eventually going to be in range of getting knocked out by something else, and he would see that, you know, maybe he needed to get some healing done in order to not lose the game by me Cyrusing it and attacking it with something that wasn't my own Arceus EX. So whew, I can't lie. My opponent probably should have attacked like 2 turns ago. Who's better to put on the bench? Maybe just Druddigan. Holy, the Druddigan attack. Guys, the Druddigan attack. My opponent's asking for me to miss quite a bit here. They haven't taken a single prize. I can push second Druddigan after this. I don't even need to. Well, I can push Greninja and then retreat into whatever one I want. I don't need to. I can play it safe. Oh, no, I can't. He's taking 1 prize. Okay, I can't play it safe. This is kind of do or die time. I have to find the knockout here. Or else it's GG's. How much will Arceus? Arceus will go down to 140. Oh, even if he uses a blue, I can still knock it out in 1 hit once it attacks Druddigan. So I just need a basic Pokemon and I win? How many cards left do I have in deck? 3. So I have 1... How many basics do I have left? I've used 5. So I only have 2. 2 and 1 Pokeball. I have 7 cards left. I draw 3. I go down to 4. So I'd see 4 cards next turn. It'd be back in this spot. My bottom 3 cards would have to be all my basics. But I have a research as well, so it should be good. I guess they can't Mars and Blue in the same turn, but still I need that to get the knockout, right? Yeah, I need a 3rd basic to get the knockout. There's the Mars. I just need to see a basic. Oh, I go down to 1. What am I talking about, bro? I've taken 2 prizes. I go down to 1. LOL. Okay, hold on. It's possible. It's possible I lose this for sure. I don't know why I thought I went down to 3. I forgot what Mars did. I was thinking like it's a red card. LOL. I mean, dude, I got a lot of them. Half of my deck is stuff that doesn't make me lose. All right, research. Should almost be guaranteed. The bottom 3 cards would have to be something that isn't a basic. Yep, there we go. Cool. Dude, it came close. Holy. Making me do it. He's making me do it. Opponent conceded.